Number 1 Alabama tops preseason top 25 for the third straight season. The machine never stops in Tuscaloosa. Alabama will begin its quest for a second consecutive national championship with a rare three-peat. The Crimson Tide is just the second team to be ranked number 1 in the preseason Associated Press Top 25 poll for 3 straight seasons. Alabama received 42 out of 61 first-place votes. Ad choice advertising and red invented by Teeds. Number 2 Clemson received 18 first-place votes. Georgia is number 3 and Wisconsin is 4th. The Badgers received 1 first-place vote. Ohio State was ranked no. 5. The preseason AP poll started in 1950 and since then only Oklahoma from 1985 to 87 had started number 1 in 3 straight years until now. Bring up another milestone for Coach Nick Saban's Tide dynasty. Alabama has won 5 national championships since 2009 and now has been number 1 to start the season 5 times under Saban. Last season was the first time Saban's team started and finished the season no. 1. Advertisement. The Tide entered the season with a question at quarterback, but there appears to be 2 good answers from which Saban has to choose. 2. Tagovailoa won the college football playoff championship game for Alabama with a second-half comeback in overtime touchdown pass. Jalen Hurts has led the Tide to the national title game in each of his 2 seasons as a starter. Whoever is quarterback, Alabama's offense should be potent with running back Damian Harris working behind a powerful line anchored by tackle Jonah Williams. The Tide's always tough defense will have all new starters in the secondary, but defensive end Raekwon Davis and linebackers Mack Wilson and Dylan Moses are primed to be Alabama's next All-Americans. The machine never stops in Tuscaloosa. 1 again, everybody is chasing Alabama. Number 1 at being number 1. The AP poll began in 1936 and Alabama is approaching the top of a very storied list. Ohio State, 105 weeks at no. 1 Alabama, 104 Oklahoma, 101 Notre Dame, 98 Southern California, 91 Florida State, 72 Nebraska, 70 preseason favorites. This is Alabama's 7th time overall being a preseason no. 1, matching USC for 4th most. Oklahoma, 10 preseason no. 1 rankings Ohio State, 8 Alabama, 7 USC, 7 Florida State, 6 Nebraska, 6 the other champs. Central Florida was the only team in the country to go undefeated last season and, you might have heard, the school decided to declare the Knights national champions because why not? This is college football and nobody is really in charge. Advertisement. UCF is ranked in the top 25 for the first time to start the season, coming in 21st in the preseason poll. The Knights are the highest-ranked team not in a Power 5 conference, 1 spot ahead of Boise State from the Mountain West. If that ranking after going unbeaten seems unusually low, it is, but it is not unprecedented. In the CFP, BCS era, 1998-present, 19 teams have had unbeaten seasons. 3 of those teams, 1998 Tulane, 1999 Marshall, 2004 Utah, were unranked in the preseason poll the next season. Not surprisingly, all those teams played outside of what were then called BCS automatic qualifying conferences. 5 other teams were ranked outside the top 10, including 3 from outside BCS auto bid leagues. Boise State in 2007 was number 24 in the preseason. Utah in 2009 started 19th. TCU began 2011 at no. 14. The only so-called power conference team to go unbeaten in the BCS, CFP era and be ranked similarly low the next season was Auburn, twice. After going 13-0 in 2004, the Tigers started 2005 ranked 16th. After Cam Newton led Auburn to the 2010 national title, the Newton-less Tigers were ranked number 23 to begin 2011. Notable, no. 2 Clemson matched its best preseason ranking. The Tigers were number 2 in 2016 and went on to win the national championship. No. 4. Wisconsin has its best preseason ranking since 2000, when it was also No. 4. The Badgers also had one first-place vote that year. Number 5. Ohio State is making its 30th straight appearance in the preseason rankings, 1989 to 2018. Only Penn State, 34, and Nebraska, 33, have had longer streaks. Advertisement. Number 6. Washington has its best preseason ranking since 1997, when the Huskies were No. 4. Number 8. Miami has its best preseason ranking since being number 6 to start the 2004 season. No. 18. Mississippi State has its best preseason ranking since 1981, when the Bulldogs were No. 14. Conference Call SEC, 6, 3 Top 10, Big 10, 5 All Top 15, ACC, 4 Big 12 to 4 Pac-12, 3 American, 1 Mountain West, 1 Independent, 1 by Taboola Sponsored links Promoted links You may like these Straits Times Mathather responds to financiers' accusations. These Straits Times Undababel. This app will have you speaking a new language in 3 weeks. Babel and wa fashionable, sexiest camo wedding dresses fantasy according to Mana fashionable undo throne. Free online game if you're over 25 and own a computer. This free game is a must-have. Throne. Free online game undo the new paper women charged in murder of North Korean in KL airport to testify. The new paper undo Top Man Fun 10 most breathtaking highways of the world. Top Man Fun